What, did you think the video's frozen? That's why you own an Xbox. Boys, we have a lot to talk about today. Xbox Game Pass is getting its price reduced, first time in, I think, forever, honestly, which seems to be great news for console fans. And something that no one's talking about, but I think it's obvious when you start to notice it, the fact that Xbox is currently paying literal millions to content creators, to Twitch advertisers, and everyone that they can to try and make it out that people love Asha Sharma. Posts like this, we're gonna start today's video, by the way, with this topic, and it's the fake talk, fake positive push and spin on Asha Sharma. You can see so many tweets, so many videos, so many news pieces about how Asha Sharma is doing absolutely amazingly. She hasn't been even here for 3 months and she's doing great. I mean, look at her accomplishments, boys. Asha Sharma, 3 months as Xbox boss. Yes, very cool. Slashes Game Pass prices. By the way, when you use the term slashes, by the way, that means cut in half. Not like by a third or whatever it is. Kills that this is an Xbox ad, prioritizes console, updates achievements. By the way, prioritizes console means currently nothing. Updates achievements is literally, it's nice. Actually, a lot of Xbox players are happy with this. It's a nice thing. Everyone loves the PlayStation achievements and Xbox. It's such an easy thing to just make them better and more cool for people to enjoy. So that's a good thing that they actually updated this. Reviewing exclusives, announced Project Helix brings back Xbox Fan Fest, announces Gears E-Day Deep Dive. I'm not gonna lie, more than half of this is literally Obama giving himself a piece of art for wanting good but not doing anything type of energy. This is what we're currently kind of dealing with here. And you can see posts like this a lot. There are multiple posts. I'm just going to show you another one, for example. You can actually see what this is from. This is some kind of Xbox blah, blah, blah good type of thing. A news thing that you can contact to do promotions with. This is the same type of situation, by the way. And this is, by the way, pretty much almost exactly the same talking points. Xbox already has its queen and we all adore her. And by the way, the amount of posts that are literally Asha Sharma is the best are also, there's a lot of them. And none of them seem even remotely real. So, again, Xbox is literally currently spending probably millions in a campaign to promote her image. But, that's kind of to be expected because a lot of women, when they get into leadership positions, will literally sing the company if that makes them look good. Because they care more about their image than actually the company. So, that's not exactly uncommon. Actually, very common. If you have seen how women work in boss positions, it's, man, that's a wild ride, okay? In any case, Asha Sharma's arrival at Xbox Helm 2 months ago has turned the place upside down for the better. Yes, use please more emotes because it's not zoomery enough. She slashed Xbox prices while the entire industry hikes them up. Xbox first put the prices up and now they're slashing them a little bit. So, technically, yes, it's a win, but it's kind of, it feels a little bit cheap, I'm not gonna lie. She drops a new console announcement right in our faces. By the way, all of these things that are happening are not even her. Canceling the Xbox campaign most likely was decided after it failed, and now she's just reaping the benefits from it. I talked about this previously, but all of these things that are attributed to her currently are something that is, none of these are actually her things. She's not a gamer. Her whole Xbox account literally got faked and made in 3 days. with fake achievements and all of those things. It's absolutely insane. She used AI to respond to people in Twitter, allegedly, granted, but still it seemed pretty real to me, and a lot of other things. And now we're seeing a sudden influx, a sudden huge influx. Literally, by the way, in the same time period, in the same days, I did not see posts like this before a couple of days ago, and suddenly all these posts just magically appear out of nowhere. Okay, where did we stop? She drops a new console announcement right in our faces. This is not her achievement. In absolute no way. This has been in the works for literally years. She just gets to announce it. She obliterates the everything is an Xbox mantra. Again, literally the same post as this, by the way. Slightly different, but absolutely kind of the same. This facelift is massive, exactly what we needed. Not sure what kind of facelift or what. This woman lands so well, damn, absolute queen. Most people are not enjoying this, by the way. Most people are not fans of the potential industry planned Nepo baby that only knows AI, and people who know AI say that she doesn't actually even understand AI. Not a lot of people are happy with her. I mean, leave in the comments if you are for some reason happy with her. I kind of doubt it. Do you think the same, or do you reckon she'll end up disappointing? Hit me up. What are people actually saying about this? He does what they tell him to do, or do you think Phil enjoyed doing everything? Oh, okay, this is... How do you watch hidden? There's probably a bunch of hidden things. Wave quotes relevant? Some kind of way to actually check the hidden replies, but whatever. Okay. And then we have the big thing. But yes, I expect to, by the way, see a lot more posts like this praising her and appearing everywhere with hundreds of views absolutely out of nowhere, and less because some of these places just got probably hired to post these things even though they don't have views. And now the most important part that people actually have been asking me to talk about even, and that is the fact that Game Pass Ultimate has become too expensive for too many players. Starting today, we're dropping the price from 30 buckaroonies to $23 a month. Future Call of Duty titles will no longer be joining Game Pass Ultimate on day one. That is actually hilarious. So, they dropped the price by... I mean, €7. This is literally the grand equivalent of €7 or $7, excuse me. So they dropped the price by $7, and they removed Call of Duty. So they technically removed more value than they added by making this thing less expensive. But this was all the information that we have, honestly. Call of Duty will be no longer joining Game Pass Ultimate on day one. They will join this tier the following holiday after launch, after a year later. Currently, Call of Duty titles will remain available to Ultimate subscribers. We keep learning and evolving Game Pass Game Pass to better match what players want. And then there's an article, and it's from Microsoft, their own news, Xbox.com, and it pretty much literally just says this. It also gives us more information that's absolutely hilarious, like for example, the fact that PC Game Pass will also drop from $16.50 to $14. Bravo. $2.50 saved. What a time to be alive. Prices may vary depending on region. Beginning this year, Call of Duty, and it's effectively the same. It's completely the same information we got here. And a lot of people are praising this, and I don't want to actually be the bearer of bad news in this situation, but this is exactly what I predicted, a couple of days ago? About the potential that Asha Sharma is vague posting about reducing the prices of Game Pass. I talked about this. I expected this. I literally predicted this. The reason they are not actually giving us more information is because they just want a positive hype about, oh wow, Game Pass is cheaper, buy Game Pass. But the reality is you're gonna buy the Game Pass Ultimate and it's gonna have less stuff in it than previously. You're gonna pay, sure, you're gonna pay $7 less. But at the end of the day, it's probably gonna have so many things removed from it, potentially ads added onto it, and you're gonna have to buy the new tier that they're most likely making. There was speculation about the idea that some people wanted to see a Game Pass that has new game releases on it day one, which is never happening because a Game Pass like that needs to be like $50 or $60 minimum. $60, $50 a month, such a Game Pass to exist for Xbox to be profitable. Now the completely insane part about this situation, okay? And it's the fact how this looks from a business perspective. Oh, and oh boy, this is where it gets bad, boys. This is where it gets real bad. You need to understand. Xbox is in a really bad position. They don't know what's working. They have no idea what to do. They're kind of on their last legs. And the thing is, all of these changes are not new. All of these things that Asha Sharma has said that potentially could not happen, blah, 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 for Xbox, are effectively stuff that Phil Spencer did initially to get Xbox out of its poor situation that it was initially in. This is just a rinse and repeat of things that have already been done like 10, 20 fucking years ago. This is not new. Everything that has been currently speculated or proposed or a vague posted about by Asha Sharma is something that has been already done in the past. And you're probably thinking, but is that actually that bad? Yes. It actually is even worse than just bad. Because you need to understand, when Xbox started Game Pass and it was great value and all of these good things and Xbox was doing good, it was doing good because this worked. But then came a time where the stockholders, evil people in suits and whatnot, I own Microsoft stock, demanded that Microsoft gets them more money. And then the Xbox, $5 Game Pass, which people loved, obviously, no longer works. And Asha Sharma literally is just kind of reversing time back to the time when this was the thing that they did and not doing anything else. But you see, the problem is, this all got changed because it was not fiscally viable for a company to use and survive. Which means all of this is never gonna stay because it was already not good enough to make enough money for Microsoft before. And now it's even worse, and now we're effectively saying, we're gonna give freebies to people? That's never gonna happen, first of all. That's never gonna happen. Whatever price gouging you're gonna see, it's probably gonna be like Netflix. Remember when Netflix reduced their prices? And they literally just reduced the price of the best tier and took the things that you liked about the best tier and put into a new tier that was more expensive than the previous tier. And now you need to buy the new tier, which is more expensive. But the prices got slashed. Ninja Fruit Gaiden animals. Yeah, that's how these things work. I'm sorry. I mean, in the last 10 years, when was the last time you heard anyone reduce prices for anything, huh? Europe's gonna sue countries if they reduce the prices at the pump. You think anything's gonna become cheaper? Man, I want what you're having because that seems like a fun time, okay? It's never gonna get cheaper. So this is not actually going to happen. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there is no shot that Xbox actually does anything truly good in the long term. In the short term, maybe they have decided they need to make a radical action. And I think they have accepted this. So in the short term, maybe there is a chance that Xbox Game Pass actually, with all the good things in it, does become $7 cheaper. But that's gonna be like for a half a year, and then they're gonna do something. They're never gonna let this slide because it simply doesn't make financial sense. They need more money. They have exhausted effectively all the people who are going to own an Xbox, who want an Xbox, who would buy Game Pass. And now the only way that they can make money is by increasing the price. That's it. That's as this goes. And that's pretty much it. They haven't said anything about it. They're not going to say anything about it. They're just going to keep making fake toxic positivity posts about Asha Sharma being the best person ever because reasons. And that's pretty much it. I mean, at this point, Asha Sharma is like 3 minutes away from getting on stream with Pokimane. Because that's a thing that everyone also does for some reason. In any case, 10 out of 10, thanks for watching. Bye.